Yeah, overall, with the amount of rain that's going to be occurring on frozen ground and even snowfall, we've got basically a flood watch, an aerial flood watch, really east of the area. And I'll show you why, because that's kind of where the heaviest amounts of precipitation are going on. But still, our area could see those type of issues. More kind of a nuisance flooding, but something to keep aware of. As we look at rivers right now, the only ones, and not all of them have a forecast point or observation point on them, is the Kickapoo right now for Gays Mills, Reedstown, and actually there's one other place on there too that could go up to action stage, and you see them climbing pretty quickly all the way up to about 9 to 10. Now, that's not the only one probably, but for right now, that's the only forecasted one with the amount of rainfall going on. So it's really the small creeks, and the small rivers that could rise fairly quickly this evening before they kind of tail off probably tomorrow too. Bigger ones like the Mississippi and Clare, they still got enough ice on it. It's not enough inflow yet to cause too many issues, but we'll see. But something to keep in mind of too. There's a lot of rainfall out there. You can see this is actually mainly light to moderate, even pockets of heavy rainfall. We've seen that towards Prairie du Chien already areas, Vokesfield, but it is a lot of rain, and good news is we don't have a huge snowpack over the area to deal with, but still that's a one to the factor too. If we look at 6-hour rain amounts, this is 6 hours already, and Prairie du Chien, you're already up to 3/4 of an inch, so it's fairly quickly. 3 hours ago there wasn't anything on the ground, so overall everything else is still just starting to build up too. We'll quickly get up there here. This is a 6 hour, so it'll be updated in another 3 hours too. As we track it out, this is a lot of yellow. Yellow means moderate to occasionally heavy. It will begin to lift all the way up to Eau Claire and even Rusk County. The issue later on tonight, once this moderate rainfall gets out of here probably by 8, is where is the transition and how quickly that happens. Right now, I think at least by 9 to 10, you're going to start seeing in Rusk County. Wabasha West will probably be 9 to 10. As we get to 10 to 11, that's when Eau Claire and then maybe La Crosse starts seeing that. La Crosse, it may be closer to midnight there afterwards. The good news is the snow doesn't last too long once it does switch. By the time we get to 3 a.m., now it's east of the river, and by the morning commute, it's not a factor. And notice the temperatures too. We're not falling too much below freezing, pretty much at. So roads, even if we do get snow, I don't anticipate too many issues going into the morning commute given these temperatures too. Tomorrow, the good news is we're going to have some sunshine. It really clears out fairly quickly in the morning. Some pockets of low clouds in the morning that will persist, but you should see some sunshine and still mild. We're still going to get up into the mid-70s, even with that northwest wind in the morning. That's the good news. Now, there's your rain amounts, quite a bit. This is going current all the way on, so another inch to inch and a half, and even some places to the east could get up to an inch and a half plus, and that's why they have some flooding concerns there. Low end snow amounts, this is what could happen if it doesn't change the snow very quickly. I think this is more likely, less to an inch. If it does turn a little bit quickly, the key is to watch out is for southeastern Minnesota, where you could pick up a couple 2 to 3 inches of wet snow here fairly quickly. That would be one concern if it does turn quickly. Now, the snow event for this Friday and Saturday, it has tailed off quite a bit, so we're not expecting a lot of snow coming through, and that's the good news too. Just maybe a couple inches. Other than that, getting colder for Sunday, but we flipped the switch right around to the 40s with a couple minor systems coming through next week. We are going to get back to more seasonal conditions by the end of next week and probably below average going into the following weekend too as we get back into the teens. So the mild weather continues, but if you're out and about, it's really going to be coming down this evening. So something to keep in mind of too.
For sure. Thanks, Greg.